Yes guys, and welcome back guys to a brand new video guys, and in today's video guys we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played, Liverpool guys, at Old Trafford, at home guys. Different background guys, I'm currently on holiday in Portugal at the minute. I'm going to be here for a few weeks, so that's why you'll be seeing me like this now. Sat down now as well, a bit different to usual. I'm in Portugal at the minute on holiday, only just got out here to Portugal. Looking forward to analysing United's games out here in Portugal, the first time on my channel as well. Let's get straight into today's video. So we made 4 changes from last game against Brentford. Talking about the start 11, so we started with De Gea, Dalot, Varane, Martinez, Malacia, McTominay, Ericsson, Sancho, Fernandes, Elanga and Rashford. Getting into the overall reaction now. Impressive United stun Liverpool at Old Trafford. Outstanding Man United claim first win under Ten Hag. Man United are back. Yes! Get in. What a game, what a win and what a result. Massive 3 points. We needed that for our confidence. Obviously the best we've seen so far this season. Best football I've seen in a long time as well. Liverpool were there for the taking. Let's build on this now. Tactically Ten Hag got it right. Some fantastic individual performances. We know there's areas we can still improve on. We made the runs in from behind. We were brave, high energy, high tempo and high intensity. We looked very strong defensively. It was a team performance. We were a collective. The hunger, the aggression, the decision making, the energy was sharp in the first half. We showed commitment, determination and desire and fight. Let's keep this up. Times are going to run now. We need to be consistent now. First half fantastic, second half great. Overall brilliant performance. Anyway guys, let's get straight into today's video. What did I make of the performance? I thought it was a fantastic performance all round from the players. I think it was a much needed win. Coming into this game, this was 2 teams that were rock bottom on confidence. I think Liverpool, it just showed it with Liverpool. Obviously, they had 2 draws. They've been struggling with injuries at the minute as well. I think this is the best time to play Liverpool. And the way how we played against Liverpool, I thought we were absolutely fantastic, absolutely outstanding. Well done to Ten Hag. He tactically got it right as well. I think we all thought maybe in the second half of the substitutions he might have tactically got it wrong, but he got it absolutely spot on, perfect. It was just the way how we wanted to win this game. Liverpool, I think coming into this game, I think we're all a little bit, how is this going to play out? It's Liverpool, it's Derby Day, it's your biggest rivals, and we needed something out of it though. Liverpool, they're never easy, don't really have a strong squad, and I think we looked at that team and we thought they're there for the taking, and I think you could see that as well. And the team that they played in the midfield, I thought their midfield was not great. I thought defensively they were not great as well. I think offensively in United's side, I thought we were fantastic. We just targeted that right side of Trent. Trent just did not have a good day whatsoever for Liverpool. But I think from Man United, as a Man United perspective, it's absolutely outstanding. Fantastic. I think a lot of fans were not expecting it. I think a lot of fans expected Liverpool to beat us. Sometimes you have to prove your doubters wrong. You have to prove people wrong as well. I think when I had that sneaky feeling that United could get something from this, because they've got a fully fit squad. Liverpool have got injuries, could be there for the taking, which they were. I thought we were brilliant, fantastic from minute 1 to minute 90. You can't fault it as well. It was a fantastic performance by the players, a much needed reaction and a much needed response after that 4-0 humiliating and embarrassing defeat to Brentford, which we cannot allow to happen. It can only get better now as well. I think after that result against Liverpool, we've got our confidence back is most important, but I think now it's no good just getting one good decent result against Liverpool. You need to get more from that now, and we need to build from that now. We want to get some consistency in the team as well, which we need as well. I think the way how things are panning out at the minute, it's good to get that confidence back in the team. I think the manager will be ecstatic after that as well, the staff as well, and the people behind the scenes. I think it's just a much needed victory that we needed. In a game like this, it was going to definitely revitalise your season after 2 teams that have not had a great start, and it was a much needed start. I think it was a brilliant performance all team round. We showed that fight from minute 1 to minute 90, and we showed that team spirit, that character as well, all about us. But we were absolutely brilliant, absolutely fantastic, and you couldn't fault that brilliant way and a brilliant response. We need it. I thought offensively we were fantastic and defensively we were fantastic as well. All praise to the players, they deserved the victory. It was a much needed 3 points, massive 3 points for Manchester United as well. Let's build on it now, I say. But getting into the game now, I thought the first half had kicked off. I thought United started really good, really good on the front foot. High intensity, high intensity as well. I thought we were brilliant in that first half. You couldn't fault that first half, to be honest. I thought the first half we were brave, took risks, created chances. I think the best chance, obviously, to go 1-0 up was that Elanga chance. Unfortunately, If that would have gone in, that could have made it 1-0 to United. But we showed that commitment, that determination, that desire, that fight as well. We wanted it more, and it was all about who wanted it more as well. And we gave it absolutely everything that we had. We had nothing. We were at home. We had nothing to lose really, and we had to go for it as well. So we were all around Liverpool. Liverpool I think, didn't have a response to it. They were so lacklustre. United just took over and had a fantastic first half. And the way how we pressed them, without possession, it was all about get back into shape, and also without possession, what do we need to do? And we were organised, kept our shape. Liverpool did come at us though, as well, but at the same time, we have to be ready for these sort of certain situations. We are going to come up against tougher, bigger teams, and we know that Liverpool, it's a fantastic result, obviously, but first half especially was fantastic. Couldn't fault it, and the more pressure that we put onto them, it was just all about that goal. The goal came, brilliant goal by Jadon Sancho, a much needed, deserved goal to go 1-0 up as well. I thought United, obviously then Liverpool took over. They obviously had more possession than us, which was obviously going to be, which we probably all predicted, that they'd have more possession than us. But then after that, I thought United, I thought we kept our shape. We were organised. I thought defensively were brilliant, fantastic. Martinez had a cracking game. I thought Malassi had a cracking game. Loads of individuals had a cracking game in that game for sure. And then, I just thought Liverpool had obviously the better 10-15 minutes in the first half, and it was all about how well we could keep hold of that lead, that 1-0 lead, and I think we just needed that half-time team talk. We needed the half-time. The half-time came, and then I think in the second half kicked off. I thought Liverpool started it well. They started it quite brightly. They were on the front foot, created chances. United again though, just defensively did well to, keep them out of trouble. And I thought De Gea made a brilliant couple of saves in the second half as well. But in the second half, I thought we were brilliant as well. I think they had the much better start there, and I think the tactics that Ten Hag implemented was just perfect in this game, because he used players that were quick, fast, and used pace as well. And I think, he used Sancho, he used Elanga, he used Martial at the start of the second half, and he used Rashford as well. So it was bang on perfect in a game like this against Liverpool, because you want to try beat them for pace. And that's what we did. And obviously he had to make some big calls as well, Ten Hag, through dropping Ronaldo, Shaw, Maguire as well. And I think a lot of fans were not stunned, but I wasn't really stunned, to be honest, because we needed to see a response and a reaction from the players as well. So yeah, and we needed it. But brilliant, I thought. And then second half, I thought we did well. And then it was all about, I think in that second half, it was all about soak up the pressure and hit them on the counter. And but yeah, I think Liverpool dominated it. But then I think United, when we had possession, we knew what we needed to do: get the ball out wide, and be quick in the counter attack as well. And then I think when we had that sort of spell in that possession in the start of the second half, United then just, again, it's all about take your chances and create the chances, and we took that chance. And brilliant piece of play as well. And Rashford takes it to 2-0, brilliant, fantastic. And then after that, obviously then Liverpool just pretty much took over, and they obviously had more possession than us. They were all around us, put the pressure onto us. And just towards the end of the game, they had more possession than us, and they just mounted that pressure onto us. And when they mounted that pressure onto us, They you could just see a goal coming, and they scored and got a consolation 2-1, and then it was a nearly 10 minutes to go then, and it was just all about see this game out, and thought the substitutions were right as well. Fred coming on, Ronaldo coming on. Maybe he could have gone to a 3 at the back, but maybe he didn't want to lead them on a bit more, and I think if that would have happened, that would have led them on because we were going defensive. So it's a good job we didn't do that as well, because if we would have done that, that would have led them on, that we went 7 at the back. So, but no, he played it well. Tactically, got it spot on, got it right, and all praise to Ten Hag. The players deserved it. Much needed 3 points, and we move. What a game, what a win, and what a result from start to finish. United were outstanding and impressive. It's obviously the best football we've played so far this season, and for once it's a team performance and we were collective. How much does it mean, and how satisfying is it for our confidence? Oh, it means a lot. I think it means a lot to the players, to the staff, and to the fans as well. After such a bad start to the season, it was a much needed response, a much needed reaction. You saw that with Ten Hag as well. He benched 4 players as well. Shaw, Maguire, Ronaldo as well. It was a much needed response, a much needed reaction, and we needed it for our confidence as well. It was definitely going to kick on our season when you go up against a team like Liverpool to revitalise your season. You need that confidence back, and we've got that confidence back, and it's a brilliant way to sort of get your confidence back in a big game like this against your main rivals in Liverpool. It's Derby Day as well, and to get 3 points against Liverpool is fantastic. The fans are ecstatic now. We're all buzzing after that. We just want to take it one game at a time. We don't want to get too carried away after that one great result against Liverpool. We now know we have to follow it up now with another win against Southampton. We can't just win against Liverpool and not win against Southampton, because we have to follow it up with a win now against Southampton. It means a lot to the fans, the players and the staff as well. They must have been in a bad place, for sure. Really grind and work hard, get back to our basics, which we needed to do. And I thought we did that well. It was much needed for our confidence, and we've got the confidence back in the team now. And let's build on this now. We want to be consistent. We want to go on a good run of form. I think we're capable of doing that with the squad that we've got, and obviously with more players coming in, we should be able to do it. We knew this was a massive game for both teams. Both teams haven't won a game before coming into this game, and both teams were rock bottom on confidence. Why can we not play like that from the get-go against Brighton? And it's taken for this game against Liverpool to turn it around. I think it's the mentality in the squad that we've got in this team. We've always known the last 3 years the mentality's not been right in this team. I've always said on my channel that the mentality's never been right as well. But I think with the new manager, I think Ten Hag can definitely change that with the mentality in the squad. I think the mentality in the first 2 games wasn't right. We got bullied in the first 2 games as well. They were targeting Martinez in the first 2 games. We just completely got exposed, left too many spaces and gaps open to be exposed. And they exploited us and they exposed us. And that's why we lost those 2 games. We were not as a team, played as individuals as well. And that's why we had such a bad start, and that's why we lost the first 2 games as well. Obviously, it's typical. You look for that one game against Liverpool and say, right, that's the game that we need to turn it around in. And the players were up for it, we're fired up for it. And we got a much needed reaction, a much needed response. We won the game 2-1, and it's a massive game. Brilliant way to get back in as well. Much needed response, and we've got the response from the players. We want to build on it now, and we've got to follow it up with another win against Southampton as well. Here's my man of the match. You know what? I thought there were some brilliant players out there. I thought De Gea had a great game. I thought Delors had a great game. I thought Varane had a fantastic game, and Martinez had a fantastic game. Malacia was brilliant. I thought McTominay was good. He obviously helped in the first goal as well. Eriksen was brilliant as well. I thought Sancho was brilliant. I thought Bruno was brilliant as well. Elanga was brilliant, and Rashford was brilliant as well. Obviously got a goal as well. Sancho got a goal as well. I've got to give this Malacia. I thought it was fantastic from start to finish. Many fans would give this Malacia or Martinez. They were just both brilliant and both fantastic from start to finish, and we needed something from somewhere. I think them 2 are my man of the matches for sure. They were brilliant from start to finish. How do we beat Southampton? Now, obviously, coming into this next game against Southampton is not going to be easy. Southampton are a great side. We drew to these last season at the St Mary's, and we can't afford for that to happen again. I think we've got to go into this game. We've got to be ready mentally, physically. I think we've got to follow it up with another win now. It's no good just winning against Liverpool and drawing this or losing this against Southampton. We've got the confidence back. I think Southampton, they've got their confidence back now. They've won 2 games back to back. Obviously, they won against Leicester away from home, and obviously they've just won their Carabao Cup game against, I don't know who they just played. It was a good win for them. I think they're sort of getting their ways back now, their mojo back as well. So I think this is going to be a tough game against Southampton. It's never easy against Southampton, to be honest, and I think the manner how we drew that last season was a disgrace. And I think we've got to show more fight in this game and more character and more team spirit and more belief that we can actually win this game against Southampton. And we have to follow it up with another win. It's going to be a massive game. We need the 3 points against Southampton, but they're a great side, Southampton. They've got lots of young quality players on the pitch, a very good manager in Ralph Hasenhüttl, but they're well organised as well. They're a good side, Southampton, on the day, but I think when they don't turn up, they're a bit shit, and I think we've got to capitalise as well. They do tend to make a lot of mistakes as well, and I think when those mistakes happen, we've got to capitalise on those mistakes as well. But Southampton are a brilliant side on the day, and when they get it right, they get it right, but when they sort of don't get it right, heads tend to drop and they fold. So I think against Southampton, it's all about, we have to prepare well mentally, physically. I think it's all about, we have to be up for it as well. The players need to come into this game, obviously high confidence is the main thing that we've got now as well. But coming into the Southampton side won't be easy from start to finish. We need to have a game plan there to beat them. But I think they're a well-organised side, they're well-drilled, got young, hungry players, they've got quality players, but they'll make runs in from behind, but they'll put 10 men behind the ball. They tend to make a lot of mistakes, like I said. They'll get in between the lines, but they show a lot of character, team spirit, desire, commitment and determination. They play with a lot of width, and I think, you know, they will try get us on set pieces as well, and that's the main thing to look out for Southampton as well. So it's going to be a tough game against Southampton, but we have to willing to give them a good game, a good fight. I think it's in a game like this against Southampton, it's all about showing that character, and it's the way how we turn up to this game. We've got to turn up against Southampton and actually get the win against Southampton, because it's never easy against them. I think St Mary's, I think in a game like this against Southampton, what you have to do is get the crucial first goal. When you get the crucial first goal, you want to build on that and you want to keep going. And when you keep going and you sniff another goal and you can see another goal happening, when you get to sort of 2-0, you want to control and dominate that game, and you don't want to let them back in that game. And that's when it's all about, you've got to control, dominate the game. Yeah, it's about the right decision making, and it's all about the game management as well, against Southampton as well. And that's what we have to do in this game as well. But what we don't want to give possession away cheaply. We need to be organised defensively frustrate them. We're going to make the runs in from behind, beat them for pace, high press, high energy, high intensity, high tempo. Got to be aggressive. We've got to be ruthless. We've got to get in between the lines. We've got to create the chances, take our chances. Don't let them back in the game. Game management and decision making, like I just said then. We've got to be tight. We've got to close them down. Don't let them get a shot off. Sustain attacks. Do the basics. Win the 50-50s. Win your duels. Win your second balls. Get them on the back foot. Keep possession. Defensively, don't make mistakes. Fullbacks have got to be effective. Need to be tight and compact. Don't get pulled out of position. Be explosive. Capitalise on their mistakes. And keep Che Adams quiet as well. So, yeah, obviously they've got some real good players that can put us under pressure as well. But we have to be ready for that pressure as well. And we have to be ready for this game against Southampton. It's never easy. But I do believe we can follow up with this game and get another win and get 3 points on the board as well, for sure. Getting into the goals now. First goal, Elanga passed the ball to Ericsson. Elanga passed the ball to Sancho. Sancho is composed and slots it in for 1-0. Second goal, Varane has the ball. Henderson misjudges it. Martial plays Rashford through. Rashford runs and scores for 2-0. Getting into the stats now. Possession for Man United, it was 29.5%. And for Liverpool, it was 70.5%. Goals for Man United, it was 2, for Liverpool it was 1. Total shots for Man United, it was 13, and for Liverpool it was 17. Shots on target for Man United, it was 5, and for Liverpool it was 5. Shot accuracy for Man United, it was 38.5%, and for Liverpool it was 29.4%. Shots inside the box for Man United, it was 8, and for Liverpool it was 18. Shots outside the box for Man United, it was 5, and for Liverpool it was 2. Total passes for Man United, it was 273 passes, and for Liverpool it was 645 passes. The pass accuracy for Man United, it was 65.9%, and for Liverpool it was 83.7%. Getting to the substitutions now. Elanga went off for Martial. Talk about Anthony's performance. Squandered an easy chance with the game goalless, but a turn to pick out Sancho. Came off at half-time. The change was not enforced. Sancho went off for Fred. Talk about Jaden's performance. Made his goal look remarkably easy to lift the roof, give United a deserved lead. Not a constant thorn, but had the biggest impact. Delo went off for Wan-Bissaka. Talk about Diogo's performance. A much more secure against Luis Diaz than in pre-season and was aggressive with his tackling, limited the Colombians' attacking capacity. Rashford went off for Ronaldo, talk about Marcus's performance. A tip of the narrow but blunt when played in for a couple of opportunities in the first half. He made no mistake when 1-1 in the second. Ericsson went off for Van der Beek, talk about Christian's performance, showed tremendous composure to salvage the attack that led to Jadon Sancho's opening goal, reliable on the ball. Next up we've got Southampton. Southampton 11th in the table. Southampton, I don't think it's going to be easy against Southampton. I don't think it's a tough place to go. I think Southampton are a great side, got lots of quality all over the pitch, got a great manager. Obviously they're just hitting a bit of good confidence at the minute as well. They needed to turn it around after their first 2 games as well. But they do show tremendous team spirit and belief and character as well in their squad. And they've got young, hungry players, and obviously they've got some new good signings there as well, like the likes of Mara and Lavia as well. So they've got some good, talented players there on the pitch. Really dig deep, give something to Southampton in the squad that they lacked in last season. So I think coming in against Southampton, I don't think it's going to be easy. I think it's going to be tough. But in a game like this against Southampton, I think it's all about you have to have another good start. You have to have another decent start. We have to show that high energy, that high press, the high energy, the high intensity, the high tempo as well. We've got to be aggressive. We've got to be ruthless. We've got to show conviction. We've got to show the intent and the courage as well against Southampton. I think it's all about we have to have a decent start. If we can get the first crucial goal on the board and we control and dominate this game, we know we've got the quality to beat these as well on paper. I do believe we can beat these as well, Southampton. They're a decent side. I have to give it to them. All credit to them. They are a good side. I know they will give us a good game. It will be their FA Cup final as well, but they'll give it everything that they've got, Southampton. I know they will. They try hard against United. We drew to these last season and we can't afford to drop points. We have to follow it up with another win. No good just beating Liverpool and then you don't beat Southampton, because we have to beat Southampton now. And if we can beat Southampton, it's a statement made and you're trying to be more consistent now, and we have to be consistent now with our results. We have to go in with the right mentality and the right game plan. We have to be physically, mentally prepared for this game as well against Southampton. It's never easy against them, and we need the players to be switched on at all times, and the players need to... The way how we played against Liverpool, we want to do that against Southampton. It'll be interesting what Ten Hag does in terms of his team selection again, and also in the personnel as well. Will he make a couple of more changes for this game as well? Obviously Casemiro will be available for this game as well. Does he start though? Maybe not for me, obviously, because he's got to really blend in the team and he's got to get to know the Premier League and the intensity as well, and how physical and direct it is as well. So I think this is a game for Casemiro maybe to come on maybe in the last 10 minutes or so to get his bearings. I think this is going to be a good game against Southampton. I think we have to be able to have a good start, get the crucial first goal, and I think when you get the crucial first goal against Southampton, they do show that courage to get back into the game, do show that character as well. And the main thing is, don't let them back in the game. If you let them back in the game, they're going to show that fight and that team spirit to actually go on and win the game, and they'll be able to turn it around then. So we can't afford to do that. And it's all about being able to control and dominate the game, and it's all about the game management, and it's all about the decision making as well. And if we can do that right against Southampton, I think we'll go on and win this game against Southampton. They're a decent side, but we need to get the win against Southampton. We've got to win this game. We have to follow it up with another win. We want to build on this now. We want more consistency in the team now. Mentality's got to be right for this game as well. And I'm looking forward to this game against Southampton. Great team, great manager, and I'm willing to give Southampton a good game in this game for sure. Southampton are scoring 1.7 goals per game. Southampton are conceding 2.3 goals per game. Southampton have won 1, drew 1 and lost 1. They've lost to Tottenham 4-1. The players to look out for is Bazunu, Walker-Peters, Stevens, Perard, Salisu, Bella, Kotchap, Romeo, RBO, Ward-Prowse, Redmond, Stuart Armstrong, Uempu, Elanusi, Diallo, Lavia, Adam Armstrong, Adams, Mara and Walcott. Hope you guys enjoyed another video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you want to, and I'll see you guys in the next couple of days, and peace.